We've reached the final day of the Rocket League tournaments. It's coming down all to this, and tonight you're going to be watching up to 3 games all the way into the evening. A good little bit, good fun journey you'll join me on for the next hour or hour and a half, 2 hours or so, if not even more. But I'm sure we're having a lot of fun action, a lot of cool tricks, signed, all that. I'm announcing for State Fair Community College, and we're on our way. Starting off immediately, ball sent straight back into... Ooh, excuse me, I'm moving my pop filter around. Ball sent straight back into the opposing team's side. Excuse me, I forgot to ask what college we're going up against. I might be able to get that in a little bit after the game, just so I can give you a proper announcement. In the meantime, a lot of action going there, and looks like one of them misses. There we go. Trying to get that shot, goes for the 50, and it goes back up in the air. Diego gonna take it on his own. Tries to hit it away and kind of loses that control early on. Aeon passing it off the wall, blow up. It's Diego. Waiting for the ball. Rybeeb. I feel like I recognize that name before. I think we've played these guys before when I announced, or my team back at home. My team back at home played for them. Anyways, OJ moving around the corner. Cantaloupe and Diego fighting for it around the 50, and the ball pops straight up in the air, and it goes off the crossbar and almost goes in the goal. Diego playing that defense, now going to take offense. Rybeeb defending it, playing heavy offense. Lupa with a good stop, and OJ in perfect rotation. Rybeeb stops the ball, but doesn't really have a lot of momentum to carry it anywhere. Able to pop it up, but Diego stops it. Diego in full control now. It's him and Lupa, and he just gives the ball to the other team and allows his team to reset. Got a hit out of the edge. Diego blown up for the second time in this match. Aeon with a great save. Pops up and over. Lupa maintaining that control, and the ball is shot, and Diego scores, making it 1-0. Beautiful shot as a nice revenge for Diego after being blown up not once but twice. Huge moment by them. 1-0 with 3 minutes and 5 seconds left. Currently a game of lobs back and forth. Not a lot of heavy hitting action, and OJ almost scoring there right off the bat. Aeon back towards the center, but not quite accurate. It's now floating in the center, and Lupa able to maintain that 50 and pop it out of there before our road runners can do anything. Aeon goes for a 50. Rybeeb stops it. OJ trying to control that ball with the dribble, and Lupa stops. OJ taking out his anger on Lupa. Cantaloupe goes in. Both of them miss it. Great fake by both of them. The ball popped back out to the center. OJ knocks it out of Lupa's way. Probably for the better. Diego and Cantaloupe 50. Diego winning it. Lupa trying to get out of there. And Rybeeb just punting it off to the edge, away from everybody else. Gives their team a little chance to reset. OJ looking for a double tap and cannot find it. And OJ destroys again. Rybeeb going down this time. Ball crossed the goal, but no Roadrunners were there to take it on. Ball shot up in the air, and Aeon goes for the shot just a little bit too far. Rybeeb with a great defend against. Can't quite tell who it was that shot that. Ball over, and it's 1-1. Lupa with the goal. Just great pass by Rybeeb. Unfortunate defense by the Roadrunners. Happened to put it right back into Lupa's possession. So not really their own fault there. Just a little slip up, and it happened to be at the worst moment. It's 1-1 though. Nothing game ending just quite yet. Minute 32 left to play. Diego around the edge. Too bad. Aeon up and over. Lupa over the edge. And Rybeeb. I was saying it wrong the whole time. Rybeeb with a down shot over their head. And a really tight position at that. Really, really nice job by them. It's 1-2 with 1:19 left. The Roadrunners now in a precarious situation as they need to score one just to tie it back up and prevent the game from losing in the next minute and 10 seconds. Ball on the other team's side. They're kind of playing a little passive here. No hard shots just quite yet. Looks like they're waiting for a gap to open up in the other team's rotation. OJ crossing over, up, looking for a pass, and no one is there to find it. Aeon over to, wow! Non-Pulpy with a great shot. Beautiful passing work. What an interesting angle. My goodness. The phenomenal goal by them. Absolutely shocking the way they pulled that off, tying the game up with 49 seconds in regulation. Ball bounces back over, and they 50 it. 50 at the 50. Diego 1v1ing, and Diego scores the third goal, giving the Roadrunners a 1-point lead with 40 seconds remaining. 14 seconds into the match, or into the kickoff, and he already scores. It's 3-2 with 40 seconds remaining. Roadrunners now playing a defensive, as they can just hold them off and win the first match here with just 30 seconds left. Lupa trying to gain that control and flick it out of the way. Lupa dies to OJ. Ball pinched at a high speed over to the edge, catches the roof and shot straight back down. Aeon, beautiful flick by Aeon, just getting it out of possession. Ball goes up, 10 seconds remaining as they keep playing very passive. Another flick out of the way. Lupa goes in, Diego just hits it on the edge of his car, and I think that just about does it. State Fair Community College with the first win of this match. Phenomenal gameplay by them. Major pickup at the very end. Looks like Cantaloupe not doing a whole lot on the other team. I wasn't paying attention to him, so I'll have to keep watch for them later on. I'll have to keep watch for Cantaloupe later on and see if he's just playing more defensive and not getting the ball as much, or if maybe it's a lower level player and they're trying to avoid it. Join the spectator side here. They'll enjoy some fancy movements. Unfortunately, I don't have full control over the spectator cam because PC only has so many can only handle so many inputs at the same time, so we'll be streaming off the PC and I'll be spectating from my own personal account. Anyways, game 2 of this first round in the tournament. Lupa bouncing it off the wall. OJ already, and it looks like OJ was trying to steal the goal at the very end. I imagine they're having a fun laugh about that. Almost does it too. Rybeeb trying to defend it, but isn't fast enough. OJ rounding the edge, trying to get that early hit on the ball, but doesn't have a good enough angle to really put it in the net. Diego having to drive up and down. Again, doesn't have that angle to place it very well in the front. 50, Rybeeb and Aeon both sent flying without boost. A lot of misdirected hits here as both teams are 50ing it almost perfectly. Beautiful shot by Rybeeb. right off the crossbar down into the net. Very, very hard shot to defend. Aeon almost successfully defending it. Just barely out of touch. It's 1-1 with 4:18 remaining. Cantaloupe slowed down its shot. Looks like they wanted to make sure it was accurate and didn't whiff the open net, but in the process, just kind of let the defenders catch back up and pretty much passed it to them. Cantaloupe off the wall looking for something. In a little trouble with the control of the ball, or the control of the car in the air. Ryby getting that off wall, passing it to the center, and it's denied by the Roadrunners. Diego up over top, going for the double tap, and OJ goes for the explosion. Aeon takes the goal. A lot happening there. OJ blowing up the opposing team, and a direct no change-up shot from Aeon straight into the top center of the goal. Makes it 2-1 with 3:42 remaining. Lupa sees the ball read almost instantly, going for a double tap, and Pulpy says, not today. Diego over in the edge. A lot's happening. Aeon up and over. Tries to go for the tries to go for a flip reset, gets it, but isn't able to hit the ball in time. I am yet to see a very successful flip reset in one of these matches, and I'm sure eventually I might. They're very skilled players, but to see something like that, that's like full-on professional stuff, that's pretty rare. Roadrunners having to play a fair bit of defense. They get a little bit of a break, sending the ball careening into the other side. Diego around the edge. Not quite. Lupa pointing it right back at their goal. OJ towards the edge. Gets a good bounce. Lupa tries to defend, but pops it up instead. And goes for the explosion and bump. But just can't get there. Aeon almost knocks it out of the way, but Rybrib is waiting for him. Diego going for a double tap, and Cantaloupe just stops it. From what I can tell, it looks like Cantaloupe might be a lot lower level player, just from the skill level and slight outer rotation, so they have him playing back most of the time for defense, which we can check the stats later on. I assume that's where most of the points are coming from, are these defensive touches. Cantaloupe going around the edge, trying to control the ball as much as possible. Thinks about going for it and then goes back. Diego, good fake by Diego. And great head-on shot as well, knocking it out of the way. Cantaloupe trying again. Good flick by Cantaloupe, but not quite good enough for that Roadrunner defense. Diego trying to get it out in that corner. Good pinch by Diego, back down, fast, Aeon top down, and he scores! Textbook style play, pinch off the top, hits the top, hits the ground, and Aeon flips upside down, knocks it down into the goal, and that'll make it 3-1. Wow. Just wow. That might be the best shot you'll see all evening, folks. I'll be flicking it back towards the center, and Lupa stops it. Would have been some great dribbles there, but Lupa putting it in. Cantaloupe goes for quick, ends up bumping straight into Diego instead of the ball. Rybrib bouncing it off the edge. Lupa trying to get like a ball stop, but it's just too fast. Wow! Huge shot, and Cantaloupe scores. Off what looks like the pinch. Looks to be an accidental pinch. Probably was on target, just happened to be pinched by the defender as well. Unfortunate situation that you can't really stop, but luckily the Roadrunners are still ahead and still have plenty more chances to keep defending and keep their head on their feet. Or on their toes. Excuse me. Aeon misses that shot. Oh, wait, no, he's going back to defend. Excuse me. Diego kind of going into that defensive position there. And Cantaloupe scores once more. Disproving my exceeding my expectations. Well done, Cantaloupe. Simple redirect right in the top of the goal. where no defenders are, right where they're not looking. That makes it 3-3 with 45 seconds remaining. Now we're stressing out. Another tie game early on. Ball moving out. Pulpy goes in for the goal, and he does, making that 4-3 at a whopping 9 miles an hour. You already saw one of the most skillful goals you'll see tonight. Now you'll see the slowest goal you'll see tonight. A match definitely made in trick shot heaven. Holpe getting it off the back wall. Lupa kind of doing a redirect again. Aeon pops it up. Rybeeb just kind of light tapping it around. Both teams light tapping it. Looks like the Roadrunners are trying to keep it up in the air and away from the other team, just so they can have that, control. Diego around the edge, and OJ destroys Rybeeb, possibly one of their best players, in hopes that they can just enjoy or keep the ball away for those last couple seconds, and they do. And State Fair takes game number 2. Wow. My heart's kind of racing, folks. That was a huge game. Like, a lot happened there. A lot more than I was expecting, that's for sure. I'm hoping you were expecting a lot as well. There we go. Looks like we're almost all ready to go. Back to Manfield at night. And here we go. 5 minutes. 5 minutes remaining. Roadrunners are up by 2 already. Good shot by Rybeeb, but met by 2 defenders. Double teaming on that edge. Cantaloupe trying those head-on shots again. It worked last time. We'll see if the Roadrunners are prepared for it this time. Diego flying around the edge. A Mach 3. Cantaloupe trying to ride up the wall. Doesn't try and flick it over the edge, assuming he can't handle the ball in the air as easily as some of these other guys can. But it sometimes works out. Pulpy just clearing the ball into the other side. Aeon looking for a pass, but just is a little bit too far ahead. Diego goes in for a flick and almost a carry on the top end and can't maintain it. OJ over the edge. Ball put to a stop by Aeon and the defender. Diego rounding the edge. Not quite there. Up top. Lupa kind of going around the edge here. Bumping Diego out of the way, but just isn't there. Too many defenders are in the goal, and the ball gets punted right out. Diego looking head on, looks to do something fancy, and Rybeeb just kind of puts an end to it. And rounding the side, almost a great pinch back into the goal, but it looks like it was just a little too short. Same by the other team, ball up in the air, but it won't touch the goal. Great movements by OJ, doing that complete 180 on the ground. Dangerous situation for the Roadrunners. Luckily, they defend it, especially since Rybeeb almost got that flip reset. Well, he pops it up in the air. Aeon over top, trying for an aerial. Down the edge. Just off that side wall. Cantaloupe tries to shoot and doesn't quite make it. 2 defenders, Aeon and Pulpy double teaming. Pulpy fakes, assuming to pass, but there comes Diego from the back. go. Gonna get up, shot not on goal, but at least clears it to the other side. And beautiful defense by Lupa there. Good shot by the Roadrunners. Aeon challenging. Tries to go for a pass to the edge. Diego loses the 50, but at least keeps it on that side. Good shot. Rybreve just barely touching it out of the way. Pass to the center. Diego touches it out of the way. Looks like he was a little bit too fast. Lupa over top, trying to fake it. This other team has been faking it quite a bit, I've seen. And the Roadrunners just are all ready for it, it looks like. Heavy pressure on the Roadrunners defense right now as the other team just keeps hammering them with balls here. Shot after shot on goal. Luckily, they take a break here, and it's back to the other team's side. Roadrunners now on heavy offense, maintaining the ball past the 50. Cantaloupe just popping it back up in the air. Rybreve takes it and runs down the field to the edge, passing to the middle, and OJ is just waiting for him. Aeon gets it right over Lupa's head. Going around the edge, and doesn't quite get it. Diego had the ball right there if you wanted to put it in the top center, but doesn't have that momentum nor that angle to do so. Good shot by Rybreve at 37 seconds remaining, and that will make it 0-1. First goal in the match. Heavy shots this match, not a lot of goals yet. So huge moment for the other team. We'll see if they can maintain that with their defense or if they will fall and be knocked out of the tournament. Cantaloupe gone by OJ. Diego trying for that 50. Doesn't really have the momentum, neither does the defender. Ball sent to the edge, popped back up. Dangerous situation. Oh, but there's no Roadrunner there in the sky to take it away. Off that back wall, we have 7 seconds remaining. 3 seconds for a chance for a last goal, and they don't make it. And the other team ends up winning. Currently trying to check to see if what the other team is and who we're playing against. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're live on Twitch. So, I will just... We're streaming on YouTube? Oh, okay. That makes a little more sense. Thank you. Now I can post that link wherever I want. Okay. Good to know for the next match. Spectating currently 2-1. One more. Good, I am spectating. I want to make sure. So I'm not interfering with the match. I have done that in the past, and it is not fun when you start the game and you're stressing to get out. Makes things a little awkward. Anyways. 5 minutes on the clock. Roadrunners have a chance to win here. The team has to play a game of catch-up. And immediately, OJ scores off the bat with what looks to be 14 seconds. Wow. And through a sea of 3 opponents, he's still able to put it in the goal almost instantly, giving them an early lead. See if they can maintain it for the remainder of the match. Kind of hoping we see a little more goals on their half, just for my sake, because I like getting excited about them. And almost right as I say that, if it weren't for Cantaloupe, we would score again. Cantaloupe playing the faking game completely dips out of there and seems to fake 2 of our Roadrunners, but OJ playing the smart game and is able to get it back. Well, kind of in the open air, Aeon trying to round the edges. doesn't get it to the middle. Lupa fakes out what looked like Diego. Ball sent straight to the middle. Cantaloupe, good defense from a weird angle. Ball sent right back, and almost a goal. And back again, and almost a goal again. Now they're just volleying it back and forth between the pylons. And it's cleared away. Wow. Huge attempts there. Definitely had me on the edge of my seat. Hang on over top. Just kind of keeps it in that back corner. The Roadrunners like to put it in that corner and shoot it back straight into the middle whenever they can. Doesn't work out all the time, but when it does, it's a very deadly spot. There we go. Fortunately, OJ didn't have momentum nor the good angle to make a decent shot on that one. Aeon, last defender there. Never mind, OJ right behind him. Kind of just trying to get it away from the defender and almost lets it be a goal. Rybree going in. Great defense by Diego. Another shot by Cantaloupe, defended by Diego yet again. Way overhead, all the way to the other side. Cantaloupe clearing it out again. Cantaloupe now kind of playing all over the field. As we see there, a shot from Cantaloupe and a great defensive play, just moving back and forth between striker and defender. OJ trying to get a good pass. Diego rounding the edges and just barely misses that flick back towards the back towards the goal. OJ, great shot, and it makes it 2-0. Beautiful pass by Aeon up in the top, getting it away from the defender. OJ straight up in the air, forcing the defenders to do a backflip, and it's still not enough. 2-0. 2 minutes and 24 seconds remaining. Bouncing it off the edge. Here we go, back towards the center. Cantaloupe clearing it out of the way. Huge game of lobs right now as we start speeding the game up slowly. Diego rounding the edge. Lupa, good 50 as he takes the edge. I'm not really sure, actually. Whoa, hold on. My game auto alt tab for whatever reason, and we're back. I can see the game again. Don't know what caused that, but, you know, technology, it works sometimes. Anyways, good backflip defense by Aeon, pass to Pulpy. Pulpy rounding the edges, and Lupa stops his really nice dribbling. Fake over to Rybeeb. Kind of just goes with it. Looks like ran out of boost. Tries to go for a good pinch, but it really isn't that fast. Nor is it very effective. OJ going for another good flick. Diego bounces it off the wall, and Rybeeb just sees the whole thing and shoots at the goal. Cantaloupe gets a touch. Really isn't a pass much elsewhere. Lupa kind of gets it, but puts it in the corner. OJ pass to Diego over to the corner, their favorite angle, and Lupa stops it. Good shot from downtown. Oh, Aeon almost able to defend it. Man, it was close. A backwards backflip. I mean, they're all backflips, but backflip straight to a shot. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but if it did, it would be funny. Anyways, 2-1, 37 seconds remaining. Will the Roadrunners take it home and move on to the next round? Aeon kind of passes it up there, bounces off the top of the wall. Diego over to the edge. A game of lob again. We see at the very beginning of these matches. Lobs it back to the goal. OJ with a great shot, and OJ makes it 3-1, pretty much securing the win for your Roadrunners. We go 11 seconds remaining. Ball just passes back and forth, and I think the opponents kind of know what's coming. And that'll do it for you, folks. Let them ground the ball real quick as they play a game of keepy-uppy. Great shot. Aeon putting it over. Little fun fact, it's courtesy in these games to keep the ball up and going at the very end, so they're just having fun trying to shoot. Good game by them. Good game to the other team, and your Roadrunners move on to the next round. And with that, I'm going to take a little bit of a break. Good stuff in the chat. Good stuff in the chat. Glad to see that. Glad to see that. Thank you all. Where I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to relax my voice, and we'll be back on at 7 o'clock.
millions of people online with Shopify's social media and marketplace integrations. You can sell your products directly on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, and reach millions more shoppers by connecting your store to Amazon, eBay, Walmart, and more. No matter where you sell, track and manage everything on a single dashboard. Shopify is the only platform you need to sell everywhere people shop online. Head over to Shopify and start your free trial today.
Okay, let me, let me, are we going to hot swap over to Rocket League 2? No, I mean, like, are we going to, you and me go to
Fano.
Rocket League 2? Okay. All right. You joining watch, tell me when I'm on and we're good to go.
No, that was an
All right. Okay, I might need like a 5-minute break or something just to take some water and do some exercises because deep voice gets very raspy. Yeah. Yeah. All right. And with that, I believe we are live. We've reached the finals. Of course, it's a double elimination tournament, which means our boys here at State Fair Community has to win. Otherwise, or has to win to move on to the final match in the double elim. Fortunately, we're in the losers bracket, but we have one crazy chance to pull this off. This match should be, as I was told, saucy. So let's get into it. Already off the bat, a lot more action than we saw last match. A lot more head-on strikes and a lot more action we're seeing. Hopefully we'll see some more goals, some more fancy moves, and all that fun stuff. Aeon going off the edge of the wall. Has to Pulpy, but doesn't quite get there. Ball kind of in fair play right now. Let's see. Thana. I'm going to call you Faye or Nah, because I'm going to simplify these names to make it easier on myself. Faye, Cookie, and Stranger. There we go. Already off the bat, a lot of aerials being shot down by 50s again, just like the previous matchup. Hopefully it gets a little bit more rather than just popping the ball straight up between them again and again and again. Kind of a little bit boring for me, but, you know, action is action, and as long as we win, we win. If you know what I mean. Round the edge, trying to keep that ball out of that corner and away from the defenders here, but they don't quite hit it. Aeon going over towards the edge and pops it right back up. Aeon shooting towards the goal. It gets a good bounce and it's almost shot in. Thana just barely makes a great save. Aeon, same old hit. Doesn't quite get there. Going for a double tap, and Stranger moving out of the way and starts a passing game, barely missing the ball. Shot back at the goal, and Aeon long bombing it down the edge. Diego passes, and it's barely defended. Two great passing plays back to back. That's some stuff we haven't seen in a while. But man, was it cool to watch such like coordination between two great teams go back and forth. Ball up, easy double tap if they can make it, and they don't as Aeon gets blown up and the ball's in fair play. And Stranger goes down in the defense. Aeon scooping it out of there, almost. Diego almost gets it out of the way. Never mind, that was Pulpy. Diego tries to hit it, doesn't quite get it, and the ball is in this sort of back and forth scenario now. Aeon saves that from going straight in the goal. Thana over top, going for a double tap, and Pulpy catches the ball and tries to move it out of the way. Back towards the center. Stranger down, never mind, goes for a double tap. Good shot by them. Pulpy, great clear. Huge stressful moment there for the Roadrunners. Good bump by Pulpy, but unfortunately the accuracy of the next coming person did not get there. Big Aeon We'll try again next time. Diego rounding the edge of the corner. Ball kind of just moved out of his way, so he goes back into rotation. Aeon puts it up towards the goal. Look for a double tap and almost gets it. Ball in fair play over the top of Stranger's head, and they'll score the first goal of our final match. Wonderful job. Now we're back 0-1 with 1:24 remaining. Very high stakes game and low scoring. Just like regular soccer, that makes each goal worth a lot more emotionally and physically. Ball kind of kept at bay in the 50, at the 50-yard line. Holtby going in for a shot, doesn't just quite get there. Colors are messing with me a little bit. I'm used to orange not being the main color. Or I'm used to blue being the color of the Roadrunners, as that is their actual school colors. Huge shot downtown. Pulpy just barely doesn't have enough momentum to place it right into the goal. Huge clear by Aeon. Around the edge. Cookie kind of taking it out of there. Good shot by him. Pulpy tries and stops it, but doesn't quite get there. Diego, a lot of speed, but Fena has a better angle. Aeon going for a double tap. Almost. Does he get it? Yes, he does! 0-2 with 27 seconds remaining. Wow. Up and over the edge. Wonderful job by Aeon. Not only goes for the double tap, fails, but huge pinch off the start. That's some speed I haven't seen in a minute. Off the back corner. Now the Roadrunners playing desperate defense to try and keep that number away from there. Ball goes towards the header, and Pulpy scores again. 3-0 in the final match to start off their series. Just when I thought they were playing heavy defense, they come in and they score yet again. 13 seconds left to score 3. It's safe to say your Roadrunners have secured a round 1 win. Almost gets another great shot off there as the other team plays desperate offense. And ball now kept up in the air, and it goes down for a shutout. State Fair is your round 1 winners. Wonderful job by State. Ooh, a little glitch there. Wonderful job by State Fair. Shutting out the championship team, even as the underdogs. Just known as a Stranger Tings. I didn't realize it was that. Well, it's like a lisp. But nevertheless, they shut out the opposing team very hard. Looks like the last game might have been a little bit more difficult for them, but that's all round 1. We'll see how the other team adjusts to the State Fair gameplay, and hopefully we keep our momentum going. But of course, a good team will adjust how they play, and we'll see how the gameplay changes. Moving into round 2, let me start spectating. Though I almost joined State Fair, CC. Spectate, there we go. All right. 5 minutes to go, we're into round 2. Roadrunners get their first touch on the match. Ball is up, Fena just clearing it out of the way. Unlike last game where we saw a lot of clears at the very beginning, this game has clears, but they're a lot more powerful and a lot more direct. Seems to be both teams have a higher skill level, and we're seeing a lot of that like high-level gameplay where it starts to involve more than just driving up and down the edges of the wall, but now passing back and forth and whatnot. This'll get entertaining. Aeon over the edge, great flick by him, almost double taps. Fena just able to keep it out of the reach of the Roadrunners. Pulby over top. Kind of keeps it away. Fena tries to go for a backwards flick. They go down, trying to score. Fena not able to redirect the ball back into the goal in time, so she carries it away. Aeon going for a double tap and just misflicks. Pulpy for the shot. Ball's open, and Diego misses. No! Don't see that very often, but thankfully, it doesn't end there, and the ball still is in play. Diego's down for a little bit. Ball stays on the opposing team's side. Down shot. Diego tries to redirect. Can't quite get there. Aeon to that corner to Diego. Huge angle, but Fena has a better defensive position. Round the corner, Fena scores their first goal and prevents a shutout again. They're up 1-0 currently. Up 1-0. Roadrunners now have to play the game of catch-up. Bouncing off that back wall, huge momentum, but that might be a little bit too much as Stranger Things bops it up, and thankfully Diego is able to save it. Aeon trying to shoot it back towards that goal, can't quite get there. Pulpy goes for a pinch, but is just a little too slow. Ball is up, dangerous position against the Roadrunners. Thankfully, no opposing teammate is there. For the edge, good shot for that double tap. Can't get there. Stranger Things pops it in the edge, shooting it, but it's off target. Pulpy, great stop, whether that was purposeful or accidental. Aeon, not a powerful shot, but is able to redirect it. Rounding the corner, it's Stranger Things. Diego misses, weird bounce it looks like, as OJ starts carrying that ball round to the edge. Top bounces back down, Diego kind of punts it away, and ball is now on the opposing team. Never mind, ball's back to the State Fair defensive. Ball's in the wide open. That was a stressful situation as no defenders were in the net at the time. Thankfully, none of the opposing team was there to take control. Aeon for a down shot. Oh, and just can't get it. Back off the wall. Pulpy with a great shot. Just barely tips off the edge of the car. Pulpy looking for a redirect. Passing over to Aeon, then kind of passing to himself. Can't quite get there in time as the ball's just a little too slow. Rounding the corner to the outside. Aeon keeping it away from the front of the goal and passes out there. Ball shot up in the air. Both teams get a little bit of breathing room, but never mind. Shots are back on. Huge momentum by the ball. Haven't seen this in a minute. Diego pops it up and over towards Mr. Cookie. Thankfully, Mr. Cookie is able to defend it for his team. But unfortunately, Diego is not able to secure a goal and tie up the game. Huge shot by them. And Aeon scores from the wall, tying up the game with just a minute left to go. Just a huge shot from the wall. Great stuff by him. That makes it 1-1. 55 seconds remaining. Stress is on for both teams. Shot straight to the goal. Roadrunners able to easily defend. Pulpy goes up for a 50, loses it. And the ball goes in, and Mr. Cookie scores, leading their team 2-1. Now the Roadrunners have to play a game of catch-up. Otherwise, they'll lose and make it go 1-1. Here we go, around the outside. Ball popped up in the air. Aeon trying to get there. Pinched out of the way. 35 seconds remaining. This team has to play fast, otherwise they will lose. Rounding the outside, and Stranger Things defends. This team is really good at keeping the ball on the Roadrunners' defensive side. Ball goes up towards the edge. Cookie looking for an aerial. Looks like he misclicks. Or, rather, excuse me. Joystick was moved too far to the left, and he flips in the wrong direction. Ball popped up towards the goal. Huge, huge shot. Can't quite do anything for it. Ball will stay up in the air, and not quite enough as MC2 takes the lead. Unfortunate moment. Unfortunate moment for our State Fair boys, as very stressful if they lose this upcoming match. If they lose this upcoming match, they will be out of the tournament and only get second place. As compared to MC2, if they win, they automatically go in. State Fair needs to win this to move on to the final match. Oops, forgot to ready up, excuse me. There we go. State Fair needs to win this if they're going to move on to the final match. Pulpy looks like, despite having a lot of hits, did not have a whole lot of momentum on the team here. Great shot, or great shooter, but I do not see a lot of shots, saves, or excuse me, assists, saves, and goals from him. We go just waiting on the other team. And there we go. We're starting back up. All right. And we're into game 3. Ball immediately shot straight out of the way, right onto the opposing team's side. Aon going for a double tap, but Fana defends. Them two look like they're having a bit of a feud over there. The opposing team keeps it out of the way of the goal fairly well. When I mentioned the other team adjusting to the State Fair play style, looks like they did so very well. Beautiful redirect by OJ, but it's not enough to defend or to go against the second defender. Getting it out of the way. Fana riding around the wall, pinched out into the open. Mr. Cookie going for an aerial and just kind of puts it in the top corner. Looks like Fana tries to get down on it and just can't quite put it into the goal. It would have been a great down shot, but just can't get the angle, and it's very hard to get a proper body position for that. Another shot on the way, and it just barely goes off the crossbar. Not enough down in order to go in. Thankfully, Aon is kicking it away. This team is really good at seeing the ball trajectory and just keeping it on the State Fair side. State Fair great at playing defense, but eventually someone will fall. And into the goal, it's Diego. Beautiful shot by beautiful pass by Pulpy here. Right to the edge, around the defender, and a power shot at 68 miles an hour. State Fair now leading up 1 with 3 minutes and 28 seconds remaining. A lot of game left to play. The ball travels towards the State Fair defending side. Ball over into the goal. Unfortunate pinch again. We see number 2 in these last couple rounds yet again. Yikes. Stranger Things. Excuse me, just reading memes. Straight into the goal. Aon barely saving it. I know that was definitely a little heated moment as these guys are out of rotation just from that one shot alone. Thankfully, Pulpy clears it out and allows them to get back into a rotation. Fana misses what could have been an easy open goal shot. They're just getting it out of the way. Triple commit by State Fair. Aon just clearing it, moving it fast. When Mr. Cookie as a last line defender stops that final shot. Diego Stopping it in the corner, moving it around back in their possession. Aeon pops it up, looking for a down shot or a pass, goes for a flick or a flip reset, and just misses the ball again. He's good at maintaining contact with the ball, but he isn't really good at getting that reset in the right direction, especially in these heated times. Cookie hitting the ball once more just out to the edge. Really good at that defensive clear. Over, not quite there. Diego, almost an open goal, and just barely misses it. And misses it again. And take it, these boys are nervous after what just happened to them the round before. Over the edge. Here comes Diego over top. Bounces back down and just knocked out of the way by Mr. Cookie. Doesn't look like any of the Roadrunners were there to take it on, but at least it was knocked out of the way rather than directly shot, and Aeon scores with a redirect that I did not see coming. Wow. Out of left field, Aeon flipping upside down and getting a jump boost. A really rare style of goal that I have not seen in a long, long time. I know I've said that a lot, but even in RLCS and some of these other leagues, I haven't seen that move in a long time. And Diego scores again! Making it 1-3. Taking a huge lead with 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining. A little bit of a breathing room for the Roadrunners again. Wow, right off the bat, 10 seconds into the match. It's 1-3 with 1 minute 20 left. Huge shot, Pulpy scoring, making it 1-4. These are the types of shot I was expecting to see. Absolute power and annihilation coming from the Roadrunners now, as they just take head-on shots. Nothing fancy, just straight gas. Minute 7 seconds remaining. So long as the Roadrunners can just defend a little bit, they are secured with a win. Aeon with a double tap, doesn't get it. 55 seconds remaining. Diego blows up Mr. Cookie ahead of their offensive push. Rounding the outside, good shot by them. And Fena scores, putting it 2-4. Thankfully, the Roadrunners are up by 2. Otherwise, that'd be a little more stressful if we were down by, or if we only had 1 goal left to tie. 2-4 with 43 seconds remaining. Another huge pinch right off the bat. That side off the wall and redirect straight into the defending territory. Pulpy gonna start dribbling, tries to get it off the wall, passes almost directly to Fena. Ball is dead at the edge. Diego going for that 50. Both of them miss as they're faking. Pulpy there to back him up. A little stagnant over in the corner. Trying to try and get it out of there, and ball is cleared straight to the edge with 8 seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1, and that'll do it. Match number 2 goes, game number 2, excuse me, goes to the Roadrunners. State Fair Community College takes the W. I said last time, OJ not really picking up his own bootstraps here, and man, did he do it. 1 goal, 1 assist, 3 saves, and 3 shots. Excellent work by him. All 3 of these guys getting within 50 points of each other. Really rare, but that shows incredible teamwork by these guys. Let's ready up and get into the next match. we go. Round to the edge, we're joining into match number 3. Not a stressful situation for either teams, despite it being game point here. Again, might I remind you that if the Roadrunners win, then we take it on to our final match, or if we take it on to the final match, which will be the actual championship. And if the other guys win here, if the opposing team wins, then we move on to our... Excuse me, sorry, I'm saying a lot of words and not thinking. If the opposing team wins, then we are out of the tournament. Thankfully, Roadrunners are up. This match wins us all the game, and then we can take a little bit of a breather and get back in for more. Aeon with the stop. Ball is almost dead in front of the goal. Dangerous, dangerous situation for them. Thankfully, Roadrunners are able to get it out of there. Passing out to the edge. Pulpy trying to dribble away. A good flick. Aeon gets it up in the air. No defenders left on the opposing team's side, but no one's there to downshot it, and the ball kind of stays dead. Ball going back and forth between possessions. Diego trying to pass it, but it just really isn't fast enough to go around that defender. Ball moving over the edge. Diego over both of their heads, almost to Stranger Things heads. Going around, just a stagnant ball game here. Big, fast shots, followed by immediate stalemates. There's a shot by Stranger Things. Aeon instantly there to stop it. Over to the edge. Diego redirecting to that back corner. Harder for them to shoot from back there than anything. Misses the ball. Pulpy is the last one remaining to do it. Big shot from them. Oh, and it just goes straight into Feina's possession. Pulpy defending the aerial from behind. Not a common shot you see, but very effective as you saw. Don't see it a whole lot just because if they miss, you own goal, and that is pretty humiliating, to be fair. Passing it over to Aeon, dead ball, and Diego kind of goes off the edge, and Feina will score to start off match number 3. Match number 4, excuse me, I did the math. I am smart. A minute. 2 minutes and 32 seconds left, and it's 1-0. Plenty of match left to play, but stressful. Goes for the off wall. Diego just getting that corner. Great shot, but the defender is waiting for it. Pulpy with the down shot. Just a little bit too late on the destruction. Great strategy, though, by the Roadrunners, but that's just a little bit too late on the destruction. You see that a lot more in the higher level games of, I'm going to blow you up while you're focusing on the ball, and it works really well because there obviously isn't any sort of defender on there. Unfortunately, just not enough time in between. And Aeon up and over, not one, but 2 defenders' heads, and that makes it 1-1. Defender number 1 and defender number 2 both go down at the hands of Aeon. 1-1 with 1:48. Rounding the outside goes Stranger Things. Kind of keeping that ball in the corner. Not a fast ball play yet. Speeding up, goes for the off wall, and just isn't there, as I don't think they expected it to work out. Well, passed over to Feina. Feina kind of shoots it over there, but Diego is waiting for it instead of their own teammate. Up and over the roof. Doesn't have any boost, but somehow still manages to keep the ball away from his own side. Right into the goal! It's OJ from the back corner. Looks like he gets a great shot off the clear, and no one's waiting there. Feina doesn't have enough time to react, and it just goes straight in. 1-2 with 1:07. Diego playing mind games there as he jumps up, keeps the ball in his own possession until they get close. Good job by him. Faking from Diego again. Ball is kind of just in a jumpy state now. No one's full form hitting it yet. Now Aeon tries and clears it. Stranger Things getting that not losing, but they go into a 50 and they both stalemate. Around the top, over the edge, and up and over. Stranger Things gets a good bump over to Diego. Ball is up. Diego actually has a good shot to pass, and there's no one there waiting for him. At least we can see the effort. Gold star for effort. Huge minute, 5 seconds remaining. Ball is on the defending side. Aeon makes it 1 and 3 at 2 seconds remaining, securing the win for your Roadrunners. Open net as the opposing team plays all offense and no defense. 1 to 3, 2 seconds remaining. Ball goes over. Can they score again? They cannot. But your winners for this match is State Fair. And I think you know what that means. If you've been paying attention since the beginning here, we're moving on to round number 3. The championship is upon us. And I am going to grab some water because my voice is raspy. Thank you, Aeon. We're going to take a little bit of a break here and then just get some water and... Going to take a little bit of a break here, get some water, enjoy, and... Yeah, okay. It's all good. Yeah, I'm keeping my earbud in, so no matter where I am, I'll be able to connect to it. Whew.
Hellcat.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it away. Tonight, we're gonna light it away.
Hey! Yeah, I'm here. All right. I am all good to go, yeah. All right. Okay, all right. Then let me get prepared. Let me message some guys. Minute countdown. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm ready to go. And with that, I think we're online. Welcome to the final match, but this time the final match of our Rocket League tournament so far. This is all the marbles are set on the table, and anything that happens is final. The end of the tournament, these two teams have made it that far. We're now in the double losers bracket, and ball is popped up, and Stranger Things scores to start the match. Early on with 30 seconds of play already. Not good for the Roadrunners, but still early on in this matchup. 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Plenty of time for the Roadrunners. Another pinch. Not exactly sure what they do right off the bat that gives them that much momentum to pinch the ball to the edges. But I know I could not tell the direction that it's headed for the life of me. Mr. Cookie for life. Moving around the edges. The ball is... He just has full control for the ball this match. Fena shooting and doesn't quite get there. Diego defending. Aeon goes for a shot, but it looks like it's just tapped out of the way by the defense, and it goes into the back corner. Diego trying to maintain that control, loses it. Thankfully, they're able to just throw it out of the way. A little bit of bumping happening in that back corner, but no one is there on the opposing team's side. Ball is up, and Stranger Things knocks it out of the way. Would have loved to see a beautiful aerial shot there, but unfortunately, we did not see it. Ball down to the edge. Aeon misses. Thankfully, ball was not going in the goal, and it's just put in that corner. Mr. Cookie for life, trying to get the control of that ball, and Aeon scores from the edge off a little pinch. Good teamwork by Pulpy and Aeon as they match together and shoot from the edge. Making it 1-1 with 3 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. Tight match here. Ball going right up into the sky as both teams kind of get a little reset on their rotations. Both are playing a game of keepy-uppy here, and Aeon defending that ball, putting it into the back corner. Ball goes back in, Aeon again, hitting it to that back corner. And Fena scores, just gets sliding it in between the defenders, and makes it 2-1 with 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. Big stuff from Fena there as they get the upper hand. You can tell this game is a lot more heated now that the boys have gone back and taken a little bit of a rest. Hopefully their minds are cleared and they're ready to go. This game has a little bit more heat to it. Cookie playing defense. Impressed he still had that much boost after that much effort. Pulpy trying to get that flip reset and just misses it. popped back in there. Stranger Things kind of moving it out of the way. Not really well. Fena does a backflip. Aeon up in the top right corner and just misses. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot not seeing that as it just rounds the bases of the goal. OJ keeping it out of the front of the goal. Diego spawning right under the ball very conveniently. Fena blown up. Aeon kind of clearing it out. Ball is in play. Shot back towards the goal as both defenders crash into each other, successfully defending it. Dangerous for either one of them if the ball just wasn't on target. They'd stop each other's momentum. Excuse me. OJ rounding the edge. And Aeon just clearing it. Stranger Things waiting for the ball and puts it right back into play. Diego passing out to OJ. OJ fakes Fena and successfully gets away with it. Stranger Things popping it back up. Now we're back to the slow game of ups and downs. Ball shot into that back corner. And Mr. Cookie for life puts it into the goal. It's 3-1 with 1:16. Still possible for your Roadrunners to get that win, but it's not looking good right now, folks. There we go. Diego kind of getting control of it. Doesn't quite maintain it. Fena trying for an aerial. Diego instantly stops it. Blows up Stranger. OJ now trying to fake, but unfortunately Cookie does not see it. Aeon doing some weird aerial there. Kind of gets a tap on it, but not really much happens. Stranger Things, great redirect by him towards the goal, but isn't enough to score. Pulpy trying to round the outside. Just throws it in the back. Aeon towards the edge, goes and tries to hit it off the top and can't quite get there. Good aerial. It's now shot towards the back. Fena, unfortunately, was right there to redirect it. Just a little bit more momentum and we would have had another goal. 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Flips it up and over, and I think that'll do it for round one as Mr. Cookie scores. Yikes. Do not like that at all. 4-1, a miracle to come back in the game one. Stranger Things already in that top right corner, waiting for the ball. Good pinch by the Roadrunners. Diego trying to score a little bit. Fena, great clear by him. And ball's up, 4 seconds remaining. Best they can do is score again, but that's not going to do it. And Aeon is put into a Rule 1. Thankfully, it's at the end of the game. And your Roadrunners go down for game one. Super unfortunate, but hopefully we can get more out of the next game. It's the exact same thing we saw the Roadrunners do to this team last matchup. So hopefully they haven't completely changed their play style and have gone back. Excuse me. Haven't completely changed their game style, and hopefully the Roadrunners are able to adapt in this next part and get going. It looks like we're all ready to go. Spectating. Back on the auto cam. All right. Round number 2 of anywhere from 3 to 5. If this went to match 5, that would be insane, especially for such a high-stakes game. Good defense by Diego. Ball just lobbing towards the other team's side. OJ defending it very well. Goes back towards the center. Diego, another great pop towards the back. And Aeon tries to redirect for a shot and just goes right into the defender. Pulpy now taking good possession of it. Wins the 50. But they keep it in that back corner. Thankfully, not a lot of momentum. So now the Roadrunners have a little bit more room to play with. The edge. Diego just puts it in the places it into the corner, and tries to buy himself some time. Diego looks like he was going for a pass and just goes off the back. Back corner shot, Diego now back in control. Fena stopping it. Diego wins the 50 into that back corner. Ball now popped over to the other side, right into Fena's possession. Great stuff by OJ, taking possession back. Ball's back in front, and unfortunately, Mr. Cookie is able to defend it just barely. Or no, excuse me, Stranger Things. Able to defend it just barely from a good shot. On in that back corner. Rounding up the edge. You go back over to Pulpy a little too fast for a decent pass, but keeps it away from their goal, and that's all that matters right now at a 0-0 stalemate. Moving again with possession. This man has been playing back and forth right now with huge possessions so far. Definitely taking control as a team leader right now. Up, over, not quite there. Thankfully he wins, and the ball is still traveling towards their side as he starts doing some bumps. Diego almost with a blistering shot towards the goal, but it's just knocked out of the way. Good redirect by OJ. Same thing again. Aeon going for a shot. Looks like he has some more boost to manipulate it a little bit. Can't quite get there. And ball is put out of play. Back up and over. Diego not quite there. Needed a little more momentum towards the left-hand side of the goal. Just can't get it. Good pass off that back corner right into Mr. Cookie, although another good pass by Diego by Pulpy over to Diego. Aeon looks like he's going to clear it. Does. Back corner yet again. This ball is not moving from that same area. Back towards the goal. Stranger Things keeps it out in front, or out of the front. Ball's back down. Dangerous position for these guys, and not quite there. Aeon, dangerous position to defend. Thankfully, he's able to keep it out of the goal. Great job by Aeon. Ball is right in play. Sticky situation there. Into a little bit more calm of a match. Stranger Things trying to do some freestyle work. Can't quite get there, and Fena off with a redirect scores, making it 1-0. Not a huge score difference, but stressful for the Roadrunners, as this gives them a huge lead if they win. Not the end of the world, but huge lead for them if they do win, and all they have to do is win one more. They'd have to go on a 3-winning streak. Shot straight on goal by Stranger Things. Aeon defends it, puts it out. A lot of ball movement now as we lob it way back and forth across the field. Huge movements. Flick by Aeon instantly gets destroyed, or by Stranger Things instantly gets destroyed. Another destruction by Diego, passing it over, but no one is there. Aeon back over that corner wall again. Bumps Mr. Cookie out. Back up and over, and Fena taking possession back. This team is really good at defending against these corner shots that our Roadrunners love so much. As we see, most of the goals that come have not been from that edge passing to the middle, but rather have just been direct head-on shots these last couple moments from this round and the round before this. 27 seconds remaining. It's still 1-0. A chance for the Roadrunners, but not a good chance as that clock keeps ticking down and the ball is on their own side now. Stranger Things trying to redirect it back towards the goal. Aeon gets a good clear, and it looks like Fena bumps him out of the way. 5 seconds remaining. Ball is up off the wall and doesn't quite get there. MC2 is going to take the win again, making it 2-0. Not good for your Roadrunners. Wow. even spread across the board for our State Fair Community College boys, but unfortunately it's not enough to play against MC2. These guys shoot very hard and they defend very well. Unfortunately, they're not that great with these head-on shots, and we're just not seeing a good, decent chance to take these head-on shots. So hopefully, in the next round, we can kind of move around and be able to take those shots a little bit more, because we're going to need to win 3 games in a row to take home the trophy. At least I would hope there's a trophy, because those are cool. We're taking a little bit longer here. Maybe some technical difficulties. Never mind, we're moving in. Time to spectate already. It's game 3. And stress is through the roof for these Roadrunners, as this could be their final game of the year. Shot by Diego towards the edge, not quite there. Thankfully, that is the shots I was talking about earlier. Aeon tries to flick it around and just can't get a dribble. Diego up off the wall, clears it out of the way, straight to Pulpy. Stranger kind of gets it a dead ball, bumped out of the way and into the ball. Diego, great defense. Pulpy clears it back out of the way. Almost great redirect by Aeon. Pulpy with a backward shot into a half flip. Good defense by him, just nudging it out of the way. Stranger Things trying to get that down shot and just can't get there, as Diego goes for the 50 and wins. On the outside, bumping off the wall, going backwards by Aeon. Well played by him. Unfortunately, there wasn't another Roadrunner there to just slam it into the goal. Pulpy almost gets a great shot off. Aeon passing it all the way back, and there's nobody left on the goal. Dangerous, dangerous moment, and Aeon with a successful save. Good bounce off Diego. Passing it over to Diego again. Goes in for the bump. Unfortunately, there's no Roadrunner there to hit a shot while he goes in for the bump. Again, we've seen these bumps from the Roadrunners in the past and last couple games, but either no one's at the ball or they bump just a little too late. Definitely something they've got to work on. 3 minutes and 3 seconds left. No one has scored yet. I regret saying that. I spoke way too soon. The opposing team has scored, and that's not good for the Roadrunners. These guys better step up their game quickly, otherwise they're going to go down at a 3-0 defeat. Good redirect by them. Great passing game. Thankfully, Diego stops it in its tracks before it can get too far. Good stuff by Pulpy. And he'll score to tie it up. OJ. No, Pulpy OJ, or non-Pulpy OJ with the shot. Great flick by him. Not a fast goal, but Mr. Cookie owned goals himself, trying to redirect it out of the way. It's 1-1 with 2 minutes and 47 seconds left. The heat is on. Diego taking possession, passing it back towards the center. Pulpy, great shot, but Mr. Cookie shuts it down. Non-Pulpy over the edge. Tries to go for that bump, just can't get there. Diego over top. Non-Pulpy destroys Mr. Cookie in the heat of the shot, but just isn't enough to score another goal. Plenty of time left in regulation, but it's still very stressful. Goal should have been redirected. They almost double committed. Good flick by Mr. Cookie. Thankfully, our defense is better than that. Good shot, and Feina's there to defend a fairly easy defense, but a good shot by them. Aeon dribbling around. Kind of clears the ball out of the way, but it looks like the opposing team's in disarray. Pulpy goes for like a really interesting shot. Aeon trying to hit a down shot off the flick. Just can't get there. But would have been really cool to see, as that was a really good strategy. Ball popped up, straight back down. Stranger Things goes into the corner. Pulpy just commanding that ball back into that corner, away from the goal. Knows that these guys can take crazy shots when they're head on. Good clear by Pulpy down to Aeon. Hopefully we're getting a good jump. Excuse me. Doesn't get there. Doesn't hit that exact same spot. 1-1 with a minute left. Stress is on. Will your Roadrunners be able to play another match? Pulpy passes to Aeon. Aeon redirects, and Fena just barely hits it out of the way. Some excellent gameplay we saw by them. Ball now on the Roadrunners side. Stressful situation. Stranger Things bombs it out of the way of his own teammate. Ball kind of up in the air. Diego maintaining that keepy-uppy. Fena dribbles all the way back down the field. Good pinch. Excuse me, bad pinch. Almost a good shot by Mr. Cookie. Thankfully, it doesn't go in. Aeon rounding the outside. Fena moving towards the center and can't quite get there as our defense stops it. Aeon, beautiful shot downfield with 7 seconds remaining. Up, down, not there, up, still again. And they're playing the game, they're keeping it up. Now it gets stressful, it's a tie game. Anyone who scores here, almost scored by Diego. Anyone who scores here takes home a win, for the match. Doesn't, and never mind. My mind went blank there, just in the heat of the moment. It's overtime, 1-1. Huge moments for both teams. If your Roadrunners win, we go on to play another match. If they don't, that is the end of the road for us. The edge gets mobbed. And Stranger Things scores. That is the end of regulation here. Your final match score, 3-0. As the opposing team wipes them down. Congratulations to you guys for congratulations to you guys for getting first place. Your Roadrunners got second place, which is already a high honor. Unfortunately, we didn't win, but man, was it a great game to see. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching us this season. Hopefully next season we'll be able to see some more action as these guys come back potentially and absolutely wipe the floor.